Hi there, I'm Joanna, and in this video and video series, I'm focusing on what coaching is and isn't, and when you might think about finding a coach. There was a time in my life when I collected advice. If someone had an opinion, I took it on. I thought the right advice would finally unlock the life and leadership I wanted. Advice wasn't helping me grow. I really think advice was keeping me small because it was someone else's. And everything changed the moment an International Coaching Federation certified coach asked me a single question I had never heard before. Joanna, what reality do you want to create? I think I'd been griping about some other people and being a victim. But the question sort of hit me in between the eyes. What reality do you want to create? And that one moment changed the trajectory of my life. And let me tell you why. I was in a season of burnout, confusion, and what I call performative leadership. My nervous system was fried, but no one could see it because I was so good at being fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. How you doing? I'm fine. You know the drill. Maybe you've said it before. And I was working harder than ever, chasing achievement and drowning. I looked for my answers outside myself. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Sound familiar? I followed every piece of advice. Set better boundaries. Stop overthinking. Stop ruminating was a big one. Take time for yourself. Speak up more. Advocate for yourself more. Or just let it go. And the problem is that advice was hitting the behavior I was experiencing or my reaction to someone else's behavior, but it didn't get down to the core belief. And advice hits the habit, not the pattern, not the unconscious pattern of thought and motivation. And advice hits the symptom, not the nervous system. And I really wasn't lacking information. I was lacking awareness. Even the best advice collapses. That one day, my ICF certified coach said something I'll never forget. You see, I was spiraling, trying to make the right decision, panicked about messing up my life and all the times I quit perfectly good jobs. And that one question, what reality do you want to create? So empowering. Not what other people think you should do, not what the industry expects you to do, and not what your conditioning whispers, but you. What reality do you want to create? And for the first time, I realized one, I didn't know what I wanted, but I knew it wasn't what I had, which was the biggest epiphany in my life because I had spent years following everyone else's truth, doing what other people expected me to do. I wanted to be a teacher, and my mother was a teacher. And she said, "Well, I'm not going to pay for your college." And I let that stop me. And I didn't ask this question, what? There were other options for me, but that comment stopped me. So I go back to this. So it wasn't advice that I needed. It was awareness. It was a reconnection to my inner authority, the part of me that had been buried under the years of overworking, overfunctioning, working in a profession that wasn't actually for me, and outsourcing my truth. I had been living from a dysregulated nervous system, not from a conscious self, and awareness changed that. That question allowed for awareness to come in, which created space, which helped me breathe again, which helped me hear myself for the first time, probably, and set me on a path to trust myself. It wasn't instant because I hadn't been trusting myself. And so from that moment on, everything shifted. I stopped seeking approval. I stopped mimicking leadership styles that weren't mine in an industry that wasn't for me. I stopped pretending I was fine. I stopped performing nice as a leadership strategy or losing my temper as a leadership strategy. That showed up later in life. And I started accessing leading from presence and balance and from intuition and from consciousness, from a regulated nervous system, from alignment, not fear. And advice didn't create that shift. Coaching did. Awareness did. Here's what I know now. Leaders don't fail from lack of advice. Plenty of it. Mentioned in another video during my coaching training, I found out that I was an advice monster leader. I thought I was a coaching leader, but I was an advice monster leader. Gave a lot of advice, had a lot of opinions. Leaders fail from lack of awareness. Advice gives you solutions. Awareness gives you yourself. Advice tells you what to do. Awareness shows you who you are. Advice might move you forward, but awareness transforms your life. And if you're ready for that kind of shift, that kind of change in your internal world, so your external world finally aligns, I want to invite you to, depending on when you see this video, join my Awareness Leadership Advantage Mastermind waitlist. Links somewhere in this post. You stop collecting advice and you start creating your own reality or being clear about what you do and actually don't want. And I'd be so honored to be on that journey with you. And until we see each other again, I hope you have a powerful day.